Hi, Real Manos here, and I am here to review Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. And actually the film is just simply called Alice in Wonderland. And Lindsay and I saw it today, and I don't often criticize films based on their title, but I'm not too sure if that's the title they should have gone with. Let me just go back. It's Tim Burton, directing for Disney, starring the usual cast, Johnny Depp and Helen Bonham Carter, as well as Mia Wasikowska, and she is playing Alice herself. She is just starting out, really. She's had a couple of parts in films. She's also in Treatment, which is an HBO series. But this is her first big kind of starring role. And I'm trying to figure out where I should start here. Essentially, it begins much like the 80s film Return to Oz, where Alice has... actually, the first scene is Alice coming back from Wonderland and being a little disoriented about the whole thing. And she's kind of explained it to herself and through the help of her parents, really, that it was all just a dream. And it's often portrayed as a dream anyway. So a few years goes by, and she's about ready to get married, I guess, to this kind of dweeby lord or something like that. And she's not crazy about it, but she doesn't really see much choice, because let's face it, the Victorian age really didn't have much choices for women. It's kind of like Japan today, or the Republican Party. Not really much to do if you're a woman. So she kind of runs off and finds the rabbit again, and follows it down, falls through the hole, which is a pretty spectacular little sequence. And she kind of like is confused, more confused than she should be, since she's been here before. And there's a lot of questions among the creatures, like, is this really Alice again, or is this some other Alice, and stuff like that. She's not really certain if this is a dream again, or if she has really been here and this is a real place. We cut to the basic story that the Queen of Hearts, or the Red Queen as she's called in this, is still ruling with an iron fist and a huge head. And she's been using the Jabberwocky, which I believe is not really part of the book, it's part of that poem, as sort of a, it's her nuclear deterrent, keeping her power in place. And let's see, Anne Hathaway plays the White Queen, her sister, who has been banished to another side of the kingdom, where everyone looks like Shirley Manson. They're really white. And I'm trying to think here. Anyway, it's decreed that there is a day very soon where Alice is sort of the chosen one to take a sword and chop off the Jabberwocky's head and pretty much destroy her, the Queen of Hearts' power base. And Alice isn't even sure she even wants part of this, really. So let's go into what's going on here. First off, I get to the title. I'm not sure if this should have been called Alice in Wonderland. I think it's a little misleading, because it makes you think this is the original story based on the book, and it's more of a sequel. And this has been done before. I mean, there's been kind of a subgenre of these public domain stories that have these unofficial sequels by other people, and Alice in Wonderland's had a few herself, including the video game, American McGees Alice, which almost has kind of the same plot, really. The problem is this film doesn't have too much bite, really. Well, here's the thing. Maybe it should have been called something else. Maybe, I wrote a few ideas down here. How about Alice Returns, or Return to Wonderland, much like Return to Oz. Alice in Underland, or Tim Burton's Alice. And the sequel can be called Alice in China. Alright, here's a few things. The acting, I think, is very good. Mia is quite good as Alice. She's not the same kind of Alice that the original is in the story. She's grown up, and she's kind of trying to find herself, and that's what actually the story seems to be about. This woman finding her own kind of courage and to really do what she wants in life. She's actually very good. I wouldn't mind seeing more of her. Johnny Depp is Johnny Depp. I'm not too sure if he's the right choice for the Mad Hatter, but I think he does act, a fine job. And Helen Bonham Carter is there a bad Helen Bonham Carter performance? I don't know. I don't think so. And also Crispin Glover is quite good and menacing. I like seeing him play bad guys. And Anne Hathaway is quite funny as the White Queen. She's extra girly. She's actually very, very super girly, but there's a weird, twisted side to her, which unfortunately is not explored, and that's the thing. This script was written before Tim Burton took part, from what I understand, and there's not really that much bite, and I know Tim Burton has a real kind of twisted sense of humor, and this film really doesn't go to places that it could have, and I think that's probably one of the most disappointing parts of the story. I think a couple nitpicks here is, this is a tiny nitpick, I think my least favorite part is Mad Hatter's dance at the end when he celebrates. It gets all hip-hoppy. I mean, it's really extra stupid. I mean, for a second it looked like I was watching Epic Movie. But also, let's see, the thing is, it's not too clever to the point where it could have been just any kind of fantasy story. I mean, this could have been called, they just could have called this Debbie and Nidoland, and would have been kind of the same thing. I did enjoy the fight with the Jabberwocky at the end, by the way. I had some mixed feelings here and there. If you're a big fan of Tim Burton or Alice in Wonderland, it's worth checking out, and I definitely recommend checking it out at least once. Maybe renting it when it comes on video. I did not watch the 3D version, I watched the 2D version. If you're a casual moviegoer or reader, you can live without seeing it. I mean, it wouldn't be too bad, but, whatever. So I'm going to give it 3 ram chips. Not great, not bad, good. I'm not sure if I'll ever see it again. If it's on HBO and I'm in front of it and nothing's on, I'll probably watch it again. So, push the button, Lindsay.